What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to rig every soft plastic bait that you guys have. So, first off, we have a subwater toad. This is by Strike King, and it's basically just like a frog pattern, or a frog, not frog pattern, but like a frog looking body, and it's got some curly tails on it for the legs. I'm going to show you two ways you could rig this here. First off, go get you some hooks with this. I don't know what that's called, what like that hook is called. I don't know what it's called, but get you a hook that has the weight, or lead I should say, on the bottom, and it's got this little screw-in thing on there. And what we're gonna do is you're gonna take the front of your bait here, and this thing right here, and you're gonna just twist it in all the way up about like right there, okay? And as you can see, this moves like that. And then you're gonna take your bait and you're gonna see where it lines up. So you find it, and then you push it through. And this is a very thick bait, so it might take a little bit, but right there. So that's what it's gonna look like when it's rigged up. You can use a bigger hook because it extends all the way back to there, and my hook only went through to like right there. So you can use a bigger hook, and also you can throw this bait Texas rigged, but you would definitely need a bullet weight that's probably like bigger, because you're gonna want it to, you know, like sit on it. You don't want it to like look weird, which, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but you're gonna want one that would fit on there better than like a weird looking one like that. You know, it looks like a cone. That one actually might look good going through weeds and stuff, but you know, make sure you get one that goes with the body here that would just let it slip through the weeds and everything and won't get hung up on stuff like that. So you can Texas rig this, but make sure you have a very peculiar way of going about what your weight selection is, just so you don't mess anything up. Next is a swim bait, and a lot of guys typically just throw their swim baits on a swim jig or like a jig head. I preferably, depending on what kind of swim bait it is, some of the swim baits have like eyes and everything in it, and you would definitely throw it on one of these hooks again. You can throw this on this hook even when it's just plain like this, and but it works the same on jig head or swim bait. But again, you're just gonna twist this on here like this. This one's actually pretty slippery. Like that, you're just gonna twist that on. About the same spot, maybe a little bit tighter. But the thing is you don't want to like turn it so that you like rig it like this, because you have to turn it so many times that it lines up right, and it's not like upside down or like backwards or anything. So you have to twist it till it fits like that. Again, find where the hook fits in, and it's gonna be like right there. Thread it through like that. Kind of get hung up a little bit, but that would be your swim bait. And I think I did tighten it too much, but you gotta make sure you don't wind it up too much or it won't fit right on the hook. But that's how you're gonna rig up your swim bait. You can rig it on a jig head or swim jig. Then we got a fluke right here. This is a Zoom fluke. It's got like it's kind of like a ultraviolet colored flake in it, like the ultraviolet light colored flake in it. And then it's got a black flake. And the nice thing about Zoom flukes is that the belly right here, it like splits open and you can put your hook in there. You can throw it on one of these hooks. I usually don't. I usually throw them weightless on a Texas rig, which I'll show you that. You're basically just gonna Texas rig this thing like normal, like that. find where that hook goes in. You can like slide it up into the belly like that, and then you just find exactly where it goes in, right there, like that. And then you got a weightless Texas rigged fluke. You can throw it with a weight, with a Texas weight on it. It looks a little funky, I guess, to me. So I usually don't, and I still catch fish weightless. You definitely can throw it on this though. It's the same thing. You guys know how to rig it. And you got Rage Crawl, by far one of my favorite baits ever to throw. You can throw it on this. You can pretty much throw anything on these kind of hooks. I don't know because I like a Texas rig better. It kind of gives certain lures or baits a better action. So you're just gonna Texas rig this. This is a 3/0 wide gap Texas rig, and then usually go down to the bend in the hook, turn, pull, find where it goes, right there. Bam, Texas rigged Rage Crawl. And this one, so this is a Black Zoom Speedworm, I think it's called. I don't usually throw these on Texas rigs just because, it's not a Texas rig worm really. And you can throw this on a shaky head. These work really good on a shaky head. You can drop shot it. I don't throw a lot of drop shot, and if I was gonna throw a drop shot, I would not want this worm, or I would cut this worm a little bit because this worm is really big. As you can see, my hand's about 9 inches long. And this one's probably about like an 8-inch worm, so it's pretty big. This is a 13 fishing. It's like a floaty tail worm. It's got like a little air pocket in it. And you can Texas rig this. I Texas rig it. You're just gonna Texas rig it like normal, like that. Find where it goes. Bam, that's a Texas rig worm. You can put this on a shaky head. It works just as good. It works good on a shaky head because because the tail floats. Because your shaky head, obviously you're bouncing it until it sticks up and floats. And right here, last one, we got Senko. Pretty much every fisherman's cheat bait, I should say, because throw us on a wacky rig and it actually just kills them. I'll say I don't throw Senko on a wacky rig a lot compared to how much I throw it on a Texas rig, because it's literally just as good the more you fish it and get used to it. So you're just gonna Texas rig it. Normal. Some Senkos do have this little slit in there, and that will help you with finding out where your hook is gonna go through. The most common Senkos like Gary Yamamoto, those don't have those. I don't really think it messes up any of the action or anything. They're just as good, but it's just something that helps you if you're gonna Texas rig it like that. You can throw these weightless. You can throw any worm weightless. It's a very good thing. A lot of people don't know how to do it, especially if you have a bait caster. I will do a video on that if you guys want me to. So let me know down below in the comments, and I will do that. But yeah, that's a Texas rigged Senko. Come on. And then everybody's favorite, you can bend it. And I got this Senko worm right here, or Senko hook right here. And you're gonna want a thing with the Senko, or not just any Senko, but if you're wacky rigging a Senko, is you're gonna want a hook that has a bigger wire. You're not gonna want a hook, I don't really have any because I don't do that, but you're not gonna want a thin wire hook, because if you get a fish on your wacky rig, you lose. If you ever fish a wacky rig, you lose a lot of wacky rigs. But if you use a thicker wire hook, it tends not to happen because it doesn't cut your bait. You also can go out and you can buy these rubber Senko holders, and there's like a spot where you can put your hook in there, and then this thing goes over the Senko. I'll rig that for you guys right now. So basically what you're gonna do, and they make like little things you can put over under your Senko and then slide these down that thing, and then it goes right on the Senko, and it's way easier. But you can just put that on your Senko like this and then pull it through. Just pull your Senko through, you gotta make sure it's in the middle. So that's on there like that, and it doesn't cut your bait or anything. But it's easier just to like hook it through the middle, and then you can put your hook through that, tie it on your line, and it'll look like that. Or if you're traditional, you can, yeah, I can't get that hook up there. Barb, there we go. More traditional, and you just like to get your bait out there and fish. You just bend your Senko in half. Take your hook through the body, like that, right through the middle, and that's your Senko wacky rig. I mean, that's pretty much all the soft plastic baits. You can throw, they make soft plastic tubes. All you need for that is a tube hook. Tube hook right here. It's just a weight on the front side of your hook. It's just that, and then you take this end. Actually, I'll just grab a tube for you guys. Wow. And then we got your tube, and you take your hook, push it up the hole in the center, pause, and then all the way up to the top. And then you push the eyelet of your hook up through there, and you got your tube, and it's supposed to imitate a crawfish or a minnow. So that is pretty much all the soft plastics. We really covered all the bases of soft plastics. You know, there's different types of crawls and swim baits and worms and everything, but for basically types of soft plastics, we pretty much covered all of it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. But there's a catch here. If you subscribe and in the comments say that you are a new subscriber, I will put you in this video or the next video, depending on how late or early you do it. And I might be giving away some stuff soon. So now, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.